It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by John.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's caught left side by John Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's get out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. That's the curl.
On a handoff, it's White. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the give, it's White. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 11 now. Throwing is Newton. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Intended for Delaney Walker.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 31, Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st down, Bills.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. John Simon in on the stop.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Buffalo.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal from the 6. They run here with Singletary and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He was brought down by...
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd down and goal. Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there. And you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Again, Newton. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Cooper Kupp, incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Intended for Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Brings up.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a tough. Touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Jake Bailey in punt.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
McKenzie now to return it. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And 5.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On play action, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Watch screen.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Allen hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Patriots.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Right, call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this This will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The ball carrier.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Patriots 7-yard line.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bills.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll go again here with Moss. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. 3 ball, 3 ball, 3 ball.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll look to run with Moss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run. Here's Here's Moss. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.